Sports. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on another team from the ACC, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Syracuse's offense will start this game off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Syracuse right back at it. They go right back to him. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to move them on the counter. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Houston's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Quick completion to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He'll try the toss to the left. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Here we go!
Run in the red zone. It's Marshall. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Quarterback checking the play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Hand off from the shotgun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Houston going up tempo.
Check. Ready.
On the option. Now the pitch. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. trying play action. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Syracuse will send out the punt team. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He chucks one out to the right. And he's got it inside the 25. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for the score, and they won't make the connection going for the big play. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Gets it out quickly. Got some room headed to the goal line, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. Syracuse right back at it. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Houston! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Oh, it goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to get it through the air. Snatches it on the right. He's off to the races. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Orange.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They move the tight end all over. Here's the handoff. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the Cougars pick up the 1st down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. The pitch. Makes a man miss. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Houston wants to play fast. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Houston will be forced to punt. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Still running at the 40. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. There he goes to the right. down, Houston, hello! The defense takes matters into their own hands. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pulls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend it. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Getting some heat. Safe completion on the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Crosses the 35. Oh, look out! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. And once he got loose, it was all over.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the running back. Smashes through. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He'll toss it. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He wants to pass it on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the ground to try to move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Orange will have to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The toss to the outside. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Here's the give off the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Houston! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, just keeps firing. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Feeling, fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Goes to the option. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cougars in the hurry up. They'll try to run for it. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The back goes in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using the quick game. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40, at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars!
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some...
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And Reese, listen, we already know. We already threw the interception the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
Got his man downfield. He's loose. He's at the 40. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail. and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see.
I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he takes this from inside the 5, and the returner will be brought down. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Complete out of the backfield. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Trying to find his man on 1st down.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Lewis. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Houston 56, Syracuse.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. 1st down here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough.